LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. To it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Simpson. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's loose. Still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Dances away. There he goes. He has run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession, and force a field goal.
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
But when you're backed up on the goal line like this, you've got to play quick with your eyes. You've got to be able to react to where the football is. It's not easy to do on these jet sweeps, but the defense did it there.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Durham. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Tigers get enough to move the chains. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. back to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Extending the play. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Alabama pushing the tempo. Tries to get it on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do it.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Dumps it to the back. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Using his feet to buy time. Makes a connection. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuevas. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. All down inside the 5, at the 4 after the pick.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job on the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's now second down.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. From his end zone, he'll go up top. That's caught. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They just keep firing. Got a man. It's Brown. Turning it on. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. LSU right back to the line.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Now, I know that complete...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the 4th quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that 4th down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, LSU!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Wide open spaces. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Oh, out of space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And if they can nudge this one forward just a bit, they might put a seal on this victory. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
To the air, it's Simpson. Moving out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Alabama.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in an empty set. The corners are walked up tight. To throw, it's Reed. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The Aggies headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
Fires left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Here's the pressure. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
They punted away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
We just just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get...
Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Got it in the middle, it's sharp. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. It's complete. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Motion from the wide receiver. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing 2 really good defenses go at it today.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets it out quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. QB draw. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Brought down after a nice game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short.
He's going for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Back to pass, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Well, you came into this one thinking it might be a defensive struggle, and how about this unit? How aggressive have they been early in the game? They're just getting after their opponent, and they come away scoring the first points of the game here in the second quarter with a safety.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle. It's Sharp. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. So you come out of the locker room for the 2nd half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
That's caught. It's Moss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Texas A&M 9, LSU 0.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. A run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, the good news on that play is the quarterback was able to scramble and go pick up the first down with the lead late in the game. Bad news is, though, you just love him to stay in bounds to get this clock started sooner so you can bleed more of it off. That's just a coachable moment moving forward of having a better understanding of the situation in game.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go right back to it. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. He's got an open man. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.